welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Thursday, December 11th, 2025. I am Bishop Durrell Watkins, the senior minister of the Sunshine Cathedral. With me today are Bishop Robert Griffin, he's my husband, you know, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and Reverend Kevin Tisdall. We are the Queer God Squad. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about us.
Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ community. There is no streaming TV show like this in the entire world.
In 2025, we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Hotspots magazine, with Queer News Tonight sharing over 11,000 stories and 11 million views so far.
We are the largest nonprofit LGBTQ media organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies. This is the Sunshine Cathedral Perspective. New anti-propaganda law signals major setback for LGBTQ+ rights in Kazakhstan. Last month's move by Kazakhstan's parliament to pass a law banning so-called, quote, LGBTQ propaganda, end quote, marks a significant retreat for human rights and free expression in the Central Asian nation. Modeled closely on similar legislation in Russia, the bill prohibits the dissemination of information promoting, quote, non-traditional sexual orientation, end quote. In media and in public spaces, often under the guises of protecting children, violators face substantial fines or even detention, demonstrating the law's severe intent.
While proponents claim the law defends traditional values and minors from so-called harmful content, its vague wording effectively censors virtually all public discourse and visibility of LGBTQ+ individuals and issues. Human rights organizations have strongly condemned the measure, warning it will increase discrimination, fuel violence, and create an atmosphere of fear. By equating diverse sexual orientations with pedophilia and restricting access to affirming information, the law isolates LGBTQ+ youth and denies them crucial support.
Ultimately, this legislation undermines Kazakhstan's international commitment to uphold fundamental rights to expression, non-discrimination, and health. Instead of fostering an open society, the anti-propaganda law serves to repress minority groups and signals a growing trend toward authoritarian social controls. Well, if this ain't a step back,
Yeah.
it's amazing still to this day, not only with this issue, but several other issues, but particularly this one, that people still want to enact laws that restrict minority groups, especially as it relates to this story with the LGBTQ+ community. It's like, I don't understand what the need is to pass laws around the propaganda, to make people invisible. I mean, this is another part of making someone invisible or attempting to erase another group of people by attacking labels that do not apply to us, such as pedophilia and all those kind of, but it's like, we are a part of the community. We are part of the world community. And I think we should be looking more at passing a law that protects people's rights, enhance people's way to express themselves versus fueling a notion of propaganda against the LGBT community.
Yeah.
It's easy though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Too easy.
If I can just say these people are the threat and I'm against these people, now I'm a good person. And it doesn't matter that I am not doing anything about hunger. It doesn't matter I'm not doing anything about racial justice or anything about climate change or anything about really protecting children who are really in danger, not from some mythical something that might happen because that group is just a gross group. No, there are children right now that are unsafe or neglected or frightened or unhoused. So instead of caring about something that I would have to do something about, I can just find a monster and push back against that monster. Now I'm a good person. It's very, very easy. And it also keeps some people out of the race. As long as they're so monstrous, they hide. We've made them be villains. They hide. They don't speak up. They don't compete. Or if they do, they do so trying to hide who they really are. Well, that's one less person I have to worry about competing for a job. One less person I have to worry about competing about, on this bid on the house. So it serves a dual purpose. I mean, it makes me feel better about me without me having to do anything to be a decent human at all. And it cuts out a little bit of competition out in the world by just eliminating a whole group of humans.
Yeah.
So that you see the utility of it. The problem is that we've seen this 100 times before.
Yeah.
It never lasts forever.
Mm-hmm.
My parents were in high school during desegregation. In fact, I think the college that I went to, that my dad went to, I think my dad graduated. I think he graduated in '64. I don't think that college had integrated yet.
Mm-hmm.
And for good reasons. Because they're coming for the white girls. Those black boys are coming for the white girls. None of our women are safe. They're just, they're sexual predators. Oh, that sounds familiar. They're sexual predators, and they can't, they can't control their lust, and all of them just want to, they hate white people, and they're just going to take out their revenge on our women. And none of that was true.
Yeah.
None of that was true. But that was the narrative to keep people scared, to keep people away, to keep people pushed down, to erase people, to make people monsters, to vilify people, to demonize people. Women can't be in charge. They're too hysterical. They're too emotional. They'll cry instead of making a good decision. They'll be so, they want to be mothers. They'll be so empathic and so loving and kind. They won't be harsh when it's time to be harsh. None of that's true. There have been women sovereigns and presidents and prime ministers and secretaries of state and generals forever now. Apparently just doing as good a job as anybody, often better than their predecessors. So, but that's always the thing. That's how, if we can just say, oh, those lazy immigrants. Well, first of all, they had to swim through oceans of hell to get here. Mm-hmm. They've had to negotiate all kinds of things without any legal protection to stay here. And they've had to work their ass off to survive because they're not even eligible for any kind of support. But they're so lazy. No, they're not. That's just one more way to diminish and vilify. So yes. Queers, trans, we're going through it now. But it's the same thing. It is people telling a lie to get you out of the way. And the people who have accused, they can't reproduce. So they're going to try to steal your children. From where? And what are we going to do with them? I mean, they're going to try to steal your children. From where? And what are we going to do with them? I mean, whatever. Now we will try to save the ones you abandoned.
Yay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a whole different issue. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they're dangerous for the kids. Meanwhile, the groups of people who've been saying that are in courtrooms every day now.
Yeah.
Priests, youth pastors, Baptist evangelists. These are all straight people. Mm-hmm. By the way. There were no gay people, to my knowledge, no out gay people on Epstein Island.
Mm.
Ah.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. Hello. And so, children aren't safe from some adults. Overwhelmingly, those adults are straight.
Right.
And male and affluent. And so this myth of so that it's keeping children safe by not letting drag queens perform, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
And the people who are enacting that, you wouldn't want your child with. Meanwhile, the drag queen who's just trying to read a story or sing a song, trying to entertain like a clown, a child who is delighted by it, that child's in no danger from that. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't want a child of mine, niece, grandchild, in the president's presence. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, yes, the propaganda, it is anti-gay propaganda. Just like anytime you hear about anything, what do they call it, when you're talking about agenda, these ideologies, we're not going to have any gay affirming ideology, we're not going to have any gender ideology, that you say gay people are innately immoral, that's an ideology. Mm-hmm. That you say, though science contradicts you in 17 different directions, but there's only 2 ways to express gender, that is wrong. That is an ideology, and it's a wrong ideology. These are just ways to demonize and silence and erase people. We see it enough in our country. It makes me sad that we see it also in like Saudi Arabia. We see it in Nigeria. We see it in Uganda. We see it in Russia. Now apparently we're seeing it in Kazakhstan. And it's heartbreaking. And we have to keep naming it, speaking up against it, and saying, can't change everything, but we can certainly name when something is wrong, when something is unjust, when something is cruel. And this is. Mm-hmm.
And one of the first things that they almost automatically do is protect the children. Mm. We have to protect the children because, that will tug at people's heartstrings. Nobody wants bad things to happen to little children.
No.
Well, for the most part, queers don't want anything bad to happen to little children
We
either.
were kids, we remember.
Exactly. And if anything, we want to help those who may not identify with what they determine to be traditional sexual orientations, whatever that is. So yeah, nobody's after the children. We just want to live our lives.
Yeah.
And these people in Kazakhstan, they want to live their lives as well. Just leave them alone.
Always look at the agenda.
Yeah.
Always look at what the ruling party is trying to do. And I always suggest that you remember a couple of phrases that I like to use. Red herring, straw man,
Oh, yeah.
boogeyman.
Yeah.
When they start throwing that crap out, understand that they're trying to hide something. And that something that they're trying to hide has nothing to do with anybody's sexuality.
That's right.
That's it.
You know, this is going to be a topic for another segment, but if you want to protect the children, go after the guns.
Ain't that the truth?
Ooh, my brother.
If you want to protect the children, go after the guns.
We just got to leave it at that
All right.
Yeah, wow.
because that's altar call and pass the plate time. And this is Today with the Queer God Squad.
Before we go, I want to invite you to check out our Performing Arts series. Here is a taste of what's coming up in December at the Sunshine Cathedral Center for the Performing Arts.
On December the 6th, have I ever sounded more Arkansan? December. Anyway, on December the 6th, the Sunshine Cathedral Music Ministry presents its annual holiday concert. It's free, and it's a wonderful way to kick off the holiday season. So tell your friends about it and save the date, December 6th at 7 p.m. at Sunshine Cathedral.
The very next night, December 7th, brings Matthew Darren's annual Holiday Fantasia. Always amazing, and this year it will again be co-hosted by Varla Jean Merman.
Then on Friday, December 12th, the Gay Men's Chorus of South Florida will be performing.
And the very next night, December 13th, the Girls Choir of South Florida will be giving their holiday concert. And the night after that, December 14th, it will be Broward Women's Chorale's turn to bring holiday joy in music.
On Friday, December 19th, we'll be charmed by Treble in Paradise. Their concert is titled Treble and Tidings, an a cappella holiday.
And on Saturday, December 20th, Anthony Nuzade will be performing with a community choir.
In addition to these amazing performances, all of which can offer an add-on Cathedral Pub experience for purchase, allow me to invite you to Sunshine Cathedral's Christmas Eve services at 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. December 24th.
Please like and share this episode on your social media and look for Sunshine Cathedral on Facebook or Instagram.
You can also like our individual pages on Facebook. Remember to visit sunshinecathedral.org frequently. There you will find Bishop Talk, where Bishop Durrell and I interview queer religious leaders and activists and scholars.
Thank you for joining the Queer God Squad today. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. Remember that we are all in this together. And also remember, you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad.